I got some work to do today on the XJ. Got some USA standard chromolys that I got to put together and get put in. 4340s. So I'm pretty happy about this. I'll be able to go up to 35s, 36s, and not really have to worry about much. Because at this point, the way it sits, 33s are way too little. I need to get this D-ring, this hook, that D-ring powder coated to match the diff, because they are different shades, so I need to get those done. I need to get these put together, put on. I need to get the doors put on. And I'm going to try to attempt today to get some of the door armor put on. Because I do have door armor. I need to get them put on. I got a fan, blower motor resistor. I need to put on there. I need to put this window regulator motor in at some point. But I'm trying to get a couple things done before we head to Florida next week. Stuff that I've been needing to do anyways. Like I need to get these shafts in. I've had them for about 3 weeks now. Just haven't done it. So the big things are I'm going to get these shafts in, put together, put in. Change out the rear lug nuts because I got all new lug nuts. They're already on the front. I got to swap them out because I'm tired of mixed matched. Gonna do that. I'm gonna re-grease all my ball joints because they're still new, so I want to go and make sure they're all greased. Get the doors put on, and either rewire this radio or put another one in it. Because this Jeep's, the biggest issue this Jeep's had since I've bought it is sometimes you'll come out, the radio will turn on and work, and other times it won't. And it won't work for months at a time, and then randomly it'll start working again. So it's obviously something, wiring somewhere, something come loose or gets rattled around, I don't know. But I'm just gonna go ahead and get that worked on too. But I need to get the doors on. I need to clean this thing up, get the tires aired up, because I think they're down to 15 right now. Because it gets trailered where we go ride. I don't drive it far when I do drive it around town. I need to get the tires aired up because we're going to the Jeep Beach in Panama City next week, so I want it to look somewhat decent, but I'd like to get some of the parts knocked out on it too. And I can show you the difference between chromolys and stock here shortly. I also need to clean up all my mess. I got powder coat everywhere that I still got to clean up. It's a mess, but like usual, it always is. So I'm gonna get ahead and get started. I need to go ahead and get these in. U-joints are very simple. You can either use a press or a hammer or whatever. I'm just gonna do the old hammer where you put them in, beat it in, and good to go. So I ain't even gonna fool with filming it because there's tons of videos out there, so there's no need to add another one. But let me go ahead and get these put together. All right, so here is, I got them together. So these two are the chromolys. This is a stock OEM shaft that desperately needs, obviously, wheel bearings on. It needs U-joints put in this one. I'm going to keep a set as backups for this one. I have 2 sets right now. The one set in it, a spare set, and 1 short shaft. I am missing 1 long shaft to have 2 sets of spares. But these are going in the Cherokee. The Cherokee. I'm gonna put a new U-joint in this one. New U-joints in, I think that one has new U-joints. I can't remember which one I swapped. I believe it was that one. So whatever doesn't have new U-joints in it now will get new U-joints. And then I'll have a spare set for this and a spare set for the Grand Cherokee. Because on the Grand Cherokee, it's got CV style in it, which I don't like, but they've been working, they haven't broke yet. So I need a spare set for that for when they do break, because it's gonna happen because that's getting locked. But as you can see, I got some more work done on this thing. I got quarter panel, doors. This was bare metal, so I just put some primer over it. I haven't touched up anything yet. Got the hood most of the way sanded. I just got to finish this little section here, and then I got to do this whole side and the roof. But we are doing, we're painting it white. Not my choice. I wanted to do Battleship Gray, but we compromised and she wanted white, so we did white. I ordered Raptor liner. We're going to do this in Raptor liner just to help cover up some of the stuff I don't mess with. It is a trail toy, so I'm not looking to make it perfect. I'm going to get rid of most of the big dents, but stuff like this where it's creased, I'm going to weld that a little bit up. I still have to knock this side off. Like I said, I haven't really done anything over here. Like fender wise, I'm not going to mess with these bacon fenders because it's just going to happen again. I just have to sand all this spray paint off so the bed line will stick to it. Like I'll try to knock some of these. Obviously you can see where the dents are. I'm going to try and knock most of them out. I don't want to add a ton of Bondo. I got one spot here, right here, that I'm going to Bondo up. I took the door panel off and pushed as much of it out as I could. I welded in all the holes on this side, except I got to go back over that one and this one a little bit. But I want to get rid of all the holes. The only hole I don't know what we're going to do with here. I'm going to try and knock it out as much as possible and then just spray it. There should be enough extra, so if I ever, when I buy another hatch, I can just match it. But there's a bullet hole right here where someone shot it with a 22, whoever owned it before us. So I got to weld that up. Like I said, knock these off, weld the holes where they are, and they'll be here, good to go. But back to this thing. It's going to be getting a rear bumper hopefully soon. But this is the shafts. I'll show you the shafts, the difference in them. So obviously chromoly, stock, and where you'll end up breaking is right here. It necks down. It's kind of hard to see, but there you go. You can see where it's big and then necks real down right here and then goes back up. And the splines are real short. Whereas the chromoly, it doesn't neck down at all. It actually is raised right here. You can see this is where it's raised, where it sits in the carrier. So it necks up to that. So that's way stronger, way more spline length. And you can also break U-joints, but these are 4340 U-joints. So I shouldn't have an issue breaking anything. Hopefully. I mean, stuff happens. Wear and tear. Won't be the end of the world, but I'll be very less likely to break it. And honestly, I've only broke one stock shaft so far. Because you can beat on stock shaft with 33s, no problem. But I am going bigger, so I wanted to go ahead and get the chromolys. I wanted RCVs, but it was real hard talking myself into it. Just because this will be 1 ton at some point in the future. I don't want to spend that terrible much money into this Dana 30. But let's go ahead and get jacked up, get the wheel off, get this one put in. I'm going to do the short side first. Back it up, get the doors on, scoot over, and put the passenger side in. It is raining. It currently isn't, but it's supposed to be raining all day. So that's where this little thing comes in handy, because obviously this Jeep will not fit in the garage no more unless we push the door. It's a big deal. I got the tarp tent cover from Harbor Freight, whatever. I should have got the longer one. This is only the 10-foot one. But not the end of the world. Let's get this stuff moving. Alright, so I got the axles in. I went ahead and stripped all the D-rings, the hooks, and repowder coated them to match. I got to tighten that up. So it'll now match the diff and the rear shackle relocation brackets. They turned out pretty good. This color looks better on flat surfaces because you get more of the metallic in it than you do on smaller things like this. I mean, it's the same color. You get a little bit, but not like you see in here. You can see a little bit. These are some old junk D-rings anyways. They look better. Not too worried about it, but they'll all match now. It won't be different tones, so that's good. I've been debating on whether to do the hood vents and the rear armor to match it, or if I'm going to leave those black. I don't know, but right now I am. Let me just show you something real quick. These doors have been pretty well much been beat. They are rough. I've had this door armor for quite a while. I just haven't done it yet. So I think now's the time to go ahead and get it on and do it. So I just kind of line it all up. And as you can see, how the door just, it's pretty beat. It's flush, not flush, because I've landed on it here and this back here too. So this will help hide some of the ugliness. They're not painted, not yet. I'm just going to spray paint them black to match the rest of it for now. And we're going to go ahead and get this in. I'm just going to drill the holes, put some nuts and bolts in them. Obviously I'm going to wait and put them on after I roll the window up, but I can do the outer ones because they're not in there. But basically I'm going to go get a Sharpie, mark the holes, drill them. I'm only putting the front and rear door on. It came with fender, let me see. It came with fender armor. But obviously these are way bigger than what I have, if you can see. Mine's been cut down a lot. See, it don't even line up. You'd have to go. They've been cut down a lot, so I won't be using those. So I'm gonna end up painting this part black too, just to help match. Because the one thing I hate about the countries is you get the tan strip. I've already pulled off the actual molding off, but you can see I didn't do a very good job. But I'm gonna go ahead and get those marked, start drilling after I get the doors on. That way I can get everything bolted up. So I'm gonna have to pull door panels, which not terrible. I'll get on it. All right, so I got it ready for Jeep Beach. My black line's a little off, not a big deal. I got the doors welded on, or the armor on the doors welded on. I just quickly sprayed some black on there. None of it's even. I even went and back and repainted some of the red and some spray paint for now. Not what I wanted to do, but it got it looking better, at least until I get it actually raptor lined the color I'm doing. So as of right now, I think it looks pretty dang good. Went ahead and redid these, redid there. Covered up some of the deep scratches I had in it. You can tell it's spray painted when you're up close, but when you're not up close, you can't really tell where the spray paint, like right here, you can kind of tell it is. But I just did it in patches, and it blends in pretty dang good for some old faded paint. But it looked good rolling and in pictures. That's all I care. I actually had a package show up today for that one. I'm gonna give you a quick little update. I don't remember if I did or not. I haven't touched it in a couple days. Hood, other than right here, is fully sanded. The Bondo is in. I just gotta do some of the spots, like right here. So that's coming. Got the door panel off so I can take the door handles off. There's the Bondo. Got to do a little bit of that. But tomorrow we are leaving for Jeep Beach in Panama City. So just wanted it to look decent for the trip. And I think it looks all right. So I'm going to go ahead and upload this. And I'm pretty positive we'll have a video for the week of Jeep Beach down there. I'm gonna go hang out with some friends. But that's it for this. Thanks for watching.